A sinister presence lurks in the heart of the wilderness, where the boundary between the natural and the supernatural blurs. A presence which has fascinated and terrified countless generations. Legends whispered among ancient tribes speak of beings who can shed their human skin and become something otherworldly. They are known as Skinwalkers, beings of darkness that harness forbidden powers to take on the forms of animals and humans alike. Tonight, we delve deep into the chilling tales and spine-tingling mysteries that surround these entities. But beware, for as we unlock the secrets of the Skinwalkers, we may also unleash forces that should remain hidden. Welcome to a realm where reality and nightmare intertwine. Welcome to the world of Open Season. We can all agree that Skinwalkers are about as scary as my upload schedule. But most can agree that true fear does not stem from the thing itself, but the way it is presented. That's why when I watched Open Season last week, I shat my pants and cried for 8 hours. But why, you ask? Because guess what? This movie has a dark, horrifying secret hidden behind the various layers of animated dog shit seemingly presented to us at first glance. You may think the story is simply about a bear finding his way home to his owner who he may have had sex with, but you'd be wrong. The true story is hidden underneath layers of subtext and small moments which culminates together to create a much more unsettling story behind the scenes. One of shape-shifting monstrosities, a man grappling with his sanity, and a secret attack against a small innocent town. But you might be asking, where do Skinwalkers come into play in this intricate web of secrets? Well, I'll tell you if you'd stop asking stupid-ass questions. The answer to your moronic question lies directly in plain sight, within the horrifying eyes of Elliot the deer. But Elliot, how could he possibly have any part in this? Well, first off, what the fuck did I tell you about asking stupid-ass questions? And second, the true answer lies right in front of your face. My theory is that this deer, Elliot, is in fact not a deer at all, but is actually the first Skinwalker who is slowly taking over the surrounding woods. Alright, hear me out. It has been established by the hunter in the movie that deer are not supposed to walk on 2 legs in this universe. When the hunter finds Elliot walking upright in town with this line right here.
It walks like a man.
The strangeness of Elliot's actions are also solidified by the fact that every other deer in the movie are quadrupedal, while he mainly just walks on 2 legs for some reason. He's also simply just very different in design compared to the other deer, since he's just malformed, skinny, and mangy, compared to the stockier, top-heavy builds of the other deer. For example, the Joe Swanson deer. I can't talk. So now that we've established that Elliot is in fact different from the other deer in the movie, we can now move on to understand his position in the Skinwalker hierarchy. Since he is the only animal in the movie to deviate this much from his real-world counterpart with his bipedalism and behavior, we can assume that he is the first Skinwalker to invade the woods, and he hasn't had a chance to fully adapt and perfectly replicate the anatomy of the creatures. So now that I have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that Elliot is the first and primary invader of the woods, we can now move on to establish which animals are Skinwalkers and which are not. Alright, lightning round. I'm gonna fire off which animals are Skinwalkers, and by the end of the movie, you're gonna figure them out. Here we go. Number 1, boom, all the rabbits. They walk on 2 legs, don't speak, and creepily watch and study other people throughout the movie, and are even seen kidnapping a hunter at the end to understand and learn how to replicate people. Bam! Number 2, the dog, which defects to the animals. He is also shown hiding his more human characteristics to better study humans, and even helps the other skinwalkers fight off the hunters at the end of the movie. Bam! Number 3 is the beavers, because during their lunch break they are eating wood, which shows how skinwalkers lack legitimate knowledge of the creatures they are mimicking. Beaver are gonna eat wood? No, they don't, you dumb idiot. They eat berries or some shit. Bitch. Boom. Number 4, the porcupine. Porcupines aren't blue, you dumb motherfucker. Now that we know who the skinwalkers are, let's discuss what their motivation, discuss legitimate knowledge of legitimate fully Now that we know who the skinwalkers are, let's discuss what their motivation is in the story. I believe the skinwalkers are trying to find a way to replicate BOOG by studying him in the woods. It starts with the police officer who randomly forces Shane Dawson lady into sending BOOG into skinwalker territory. He is then secretly manipulated into wanting to stay in the woods so that the other animals can shift into bears and become better at killing the hunters who stand in their way. This is where the main hunter comes in. He is a human who, after seeing the true nature of Elliot, is attempting to halt the skinwalker invasion. Sadly, as with many misunderstood villains, such as Chick Hicks and Alfonso, he fails, and the story chillingly ends with BOOG defeating the last few hunters so that the skinwalkers can study and replicate them, while also indoctrinating BOOG into their group so they can continue their spree of murder and replacement of all living things.